I mean, it matters, but kinda whatever the really it matters on what the product looks like at the end of the day. That's the tolerance. There's so many things that I have to get. Okay, really? I mean, that really matters though. At the end of the day, like the product is what matters. So whatever like variations you need to be like truly exact, yes. Yes. Like that, like the product is king. But the tipping story. It's not really a story really. It's like, okay, America really does have a tipping problem because like even if someone does do a bad job, they still expect a tip. And I experienced that yesterday because I was going to a bar and like me and my friend, we went to a bar and like how we do it is like we're we're dudes. So like if like both of us are at a bar, I'll get first round and then he'll get second round. Or if we're with multiple people, one person gets one round, other person gets another round, blah 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 blah, like dude stuff, whatever. So yesterday we were watching football, went to the bar. Um I got there before him, but I had opened up a tab at the bar. But like there's waiters that go around because there's an outside area. Um and I had opened up a tab at the bar, but then like we had ended up going inside because it was kind of cold for me. So we ended up switching over my tab from the bar to a waiter. And I had ordered around with the waiter and I hadn't noticed, but my friend had like pointed out that we had been waiting for about like 15 minutes and the bar was not packed at all. Like it was actually pretty dead. But um we had been waiting like 15 minutes for our drink, but I hadn't noticed because we were just talking and chilling. I was like, wait, we haven't gotten our drinks yet. Two, he had a Modelo and I had a hoop tea. And like whenever some kind of way I had tried. Oh, the waiter that we had ordered that round with got transferred out back to outside. I don't know, shift changes or whatever. But she had got transferred outside and then we had a new waitress. But I tried to transfer over my tab because I had opened up a tab at the bar and then I transferred my tab over to the waiter. Like just for simplicity's sake, because she was moving, I tried to transfer my tab to the new waitress. But now I'm kind of thinking about it, she probably like wanted like I don't know. It's like how their work is. So it's in her best interest to keep that tab or whatever. But like in my brain, it's like, okay, you're gonna move outside, so why not just transfer that over to the waitress that we have now? So like I ended up closing that tab with her. But like I don't Am I in the wrong for not tipping even if the service is bad? Because when I closed the tab, I didn't tip. And then like I closed it, whatever, whatever. And then about 10 minutes later, she comes back and asks why I didn't tip and was like mad about it. And I was like, "Are you okay?" But it was bad. Like I had to wait 15 minutes for a beer. It's meant for that initially, but in America, it is not like that. But I like the bar. I like that bar. That's my problem. But I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that customer to where I'm like asking for another waiter. Well, true. That's true. If it's still bad, okay. Because like for example, that tab that I had closed with her was like $25, like something like really small. But then like I had ordered another, like I opened up another tab with another waitress, and then that tab was like 19 $20, and then I ended up tipping $10 because the service was a lot better. I didn't have to wait for anything. Like it makes sense, but I don't know. But I've just never had someone be compelled to ask why whenever their service is terrible. True, true. Which is why I'm not in the customer service business. That is why, because like, no, it's not for me. That's what I'm saying. The bar was not packed. I don't know. I don't know. But that is the tipping story and how America is flawed. I'm not gonna tell like anybody. Like y'all are the only people I'm telling. But like I'm not gonna tell like her boss or whatever. It's just like do better. I don't know. I've never seen tipping online. What the heck? What? How can you even tip online? What? Like how can you even like have good service online when like the process that's stupid. Oh no, I'm just gonna order at the bar. Like I'm gonna like have like I can watch them make my drink. Sorry, a good song just came on. My bad. My bad. My bad. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, to show you guys the atrocity that I did yesterday. Ba boom. Wait, no. Wait, that's not. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Um. Sorry, but this is disgusting. So the flow of this thing. So let's start here. All right, I made something new, and it's called study sessions. Okay, so the goal of this is to like I want to be able to be in the app and like not just log things, but learn things about where I went wrong from like a different, I don't know, perspective. Just trying something out. But I don't think this is really working out. I can make it better. I'm going to try to make it better. But I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm just trying something out. Um so like one, this modal is terrible right now because the CSS is messed up. Like it's transparent as you can see. But I can generate like a report. Oh, well, because it's the holidays and it hasn't been running. So I mean, yes. Yes. But I think actually why is that what the heck? Uh please don't. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay. So, um where was I? This is meant to like okay, over a course of like 7 or the past 30 or I can set like a date range from like I don't know, earlier in 2025 compared to like today. I don't know. And it analyzes all of my changeovers, my line reports, my problems and stuff like that. So like for the past week or for the next week, I can log all of my stuff as usual and then come here and then like review what happened and what I can do, I guess, better. So like let's do the past 7. Actually, wait. My bad. Hold up. Sorry, my bad. No, please no. Last 30. Yes. Yes. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Like, it's a good idea in theory, but I don't think I'm implementing it correctly. But it's just something I'm probably gonna work on over time if I feel like it. But as of right now, this is what it looks like from the third to the fourth. And then I don't have any like these are like notes, but in order to like add notes, I have to like save it first. Like I can add those after saving it. Um so it says like I resolved this many problems, did this many changeovers. This was I don't know what this is. Actually, I know what this is. I know what this is. But this is the longest, this is the average time, whatever. Eventually it's gonna be more and more accurate. So yeah. I mean, what can I say? But this is the scrap rate. Like going off of like what is an average scrap rate and huh? Oh, I'd say 40%. That's crazy. Um, but it says I don't know where this is getting the stats from. But generally, under 5% is considered good, with 2 to 5 being the typical range. While some sources note, granted, this is an AI overview, but I mean, it's coming from somewhere. Oh, is this? Um, an excellent control. Cool. This is the goal. Like 1% is the goal. But I mean, this is the flow of how you create it. This is what it comes up with, the downtime or whatever. And then like it has key insights. So like blah 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 blah. But I want it to be more specific and not as generic. Like I'm having a problem with prompting it to not be as generic as it is. Like it's going off of data, but I wanted to like find trends or a problem or specific problem that led to a lot of scrap rate or can lead to a lot of scrap rate or optimize a process. And I don't know how to prompt it to do so. So yeah. But this is really my main concern right now is this. I don't know how to make this work because I've tried to like force it to not give me how can I'll just click it. This. Sorry for the flashbang. I didn't know it was gonna be white, but it's giving me example.com links because I want this to return like learning resources or whatever, like videos or SOPs that I may make or best practices or something. Something that's like contextual to what's going on here. And it gives me like a source of truth or like something to like work off of, a learning resource. But it's giving me example.com links. And I wanted to do a web search. And I don't know how to do it. So today I will probably be messing around. I will be messing around with Zod, GenKit, Gemini, and trying to use the web search tool. I probably will be reading through documentation. I don't know, but yeah. Hopefully it isn't terrible. Right? Hopefully I don't end up in a worse position than I started. But yeah. Yeah. Also, I have successfully made it so that whenever I push something to main, it will automatically deploy in my Firebase project. This is my first time setting up GitHub Actions, and I'm proud of myself. One, because yes, I set it up. Two, with this being said, now when I'm away and I have my iPad, I'm able to use Claude Code. I'm able to code on an iPad basically now. I'm able to use Claude Code, push it to main, and then from pushing it to main, I can now have my updates live instead of like theorizing whenever I get back to my computer. I can code whenever I'm on the go on an iPad. So yeah, yeah, I'm happy. Um, Flashbang again. My bad. My bad. Uh, serve, serve it. No, I don't think I'll like a key. The reason why I don't have a key or have a laptop now is because I just don't like the form factor as much as I probably should. Hey, what's up, Brax? I still need to work on that. I still need to work on that. But oh, I already have it here. Is this still? Even though the CSS is messed up in it. But how are you doing? I'm chilling today. Probably gonna be a lazy day, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just don't like laptops. I had one. I didn't like it, and I wanted to try an iPad. I like it, and one of the things as to why I wasn't using it as much is because I couldn't code on it. But honestly, because I have a desktop and a setup, I don't like looking at a smaller screen. And if I'm going to be looking at a smaller screen, I might as well just be on my phone. So being on a laptop doesn't make sense. One, two. If I'm just out in the world, I'm not gonna be on a computer. I'm gonna be out in the world and like socializing and talking to people. So like the whole premise of having a computer on the go, and I know I just said that with like an iPad, but the iPad is like different because it's more similar to a phone and it's touchscreen, whatever, whatever, whatever. But like, I don't like that idea with a computer, with a laptop. I would rather, if I'm doing work, I want to be at my computer, at my desktop. I had one of the the M series MacBooks, and it never got hot. It never got hot. So, and it didn't have a fan either. I didn't have a Pro. I had a Air. It never got hot. I don't think you can natively. I don't think that you can code on iPad Pros. Maybe with what is it called? Their Swift thing. Xcode. Maybe with that. But I don't think you can code natively on an iPad like AlphaBox. But I use Claude Code, so I mean, see, I've seen other people connect their laptop to their monitors or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think I would like that. And if I was at a coffee shop, I would just be at the coffee shop enjoying the environment rather than like I think what it is I'm in a mode in a mind space right now. I'm learning to turn my brain off and be serious about it and not like have it constantly on code all the time running through my brain, like coding stuff running through my brain. Like whenever I stop coding, I want to stop coding. But I struggle with turning my brain off. That's where I am mentally. Vodka. That's where I am. Trying to be. So yeah. You know, there was a trend to where like people were like chopping off the monitor section of their laptops and just having it run on a monitor. But like, I don't know why they were taking off the screens, but that was a trend. It may still be a trend. I don't know. Oh, I think the thing is, it's not refurbished, but like used laptops that the screens were broken anyways, and they just didn't feel like fixing the screen, so they just broke it off as like a fashion statement. I think a good portion of them. Does it still work though? Like, oh, okay, 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 okay. I haven't even seen a Windows computer in so long. I haven't heard good things about it in my absence, unfortunately. But I've just been so on Macs and stuff. And even in I don't even know the validity of the complaints, or if they're even complaint worthy. I thought about building a computer, but it would be a Windows computer. But you know, chip prices and stuff right now are kind of crazy. So yeah, uh, uh, and I would be doing it to game, but I don't really game as much. Oh, I'm using a Mac. So yes, pre-built by Tim Cook himself. Wait, they have ads? Huh? This is the future that they didn't want to happen. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That's fine for now, but there's only a matter of time until they get into other parts of the OS. And that may be that's going to be a problem. Like it's a slippery slope. That's where my brain goes to. Right now it's fine. So like if it's in the start menu, how often do you really open the start menu? But news is an ad. News is propaganda. So like that's not that crazy. But if I open my browser and then Windows just jumps out and is like, "Hey, watch this video first," it's over. It's over. Yeah. Yeah. Like whenever I was on Windows, I can't think of I can probably count only when something's wrong with the computer is when I open the start menu. Do I? Well, I don't know about Windows 11. The start menu or the file explorer. I think we're talking about two different things. Or if you're searching for an app, just like I'm doing with this. What is this? What is on the other screen? But um, this. This is how I search for apps. I don't open the app drawer or whatever. I don't like that. I just search here with a shortcut. Mm, let's try to track this down. One, let me bring up the documentation. Yes. To okay. Basically, I want to. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Um, you can. These AI models have tools, but I don't know where to go for that. No. Crap. Wait. Hold up. Like tool calling and stuff like that. That's what I was dealing with just now. The links that it's giving aren't real. It's like giving example.com, examplethermoforming.com. Like these things aren't real. Please. Aha. Ground responses and current events and facts from the web to reduce hallucinations. Sorry. That's cool. That's cool. I just realized. Wow. Okay. File search. Insert your own documents. Huh. Available agents, deep research. Would I use deep research? Autonomously plans, executes, and synthesizes. I may have to use deep research. What the heck? I forgot about that. Huh. Does it have it though? Deep research. Nope. 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 It's a tool though, but I mean, setting? What do you mean setting? Oops. But their AI stuff is so disorganized and split up. when have their services or products ever not been disorganized and split up? Honestly, ask yourself. And I get what it is, but I don't understand why they just don't unify Gemma. It is unified, but like in a product way. Why don't they just unify Gemma and Gemini? Because like Gemma is the open source stuff, but like why not? I I understand why. I don't know. That's Google though. But at least they're finally getting their act together as far as like if they do make something, it's been good recently. Like really, really good. So I mean there's that. Who asks this? The square root of the latest stock price of Google. Who asks this? Decides in huh? There's no type of like stock analytic. No, no graph. I don't know. That's stupid. But yes, honestly, I think 2026 is the year that OpenAI like falls out of the sky. My AI company research lab, whatever you want to call it, my pick to come out of this whole thing, aside from Google, is actually Anthropic because I think that they understand their AI a little bit more and AI as a whole. I think that they understand it a little bit more rather than OpenAI, who's just trying to productize it. I feel like OpenAI is like more. They're trying to make AI as mainstream as possible and as fast as possible while losing the plot, while losing like the science behind it. I'm telling you, Claude Code has been out for like half of a year, and it's still the best AI product tool, whatever that has ever came out. Still, and I know that like Codex is out, whatever. Google's equivalent is out, whatever. Claude Code is still the king because of their models. The square root of a stock price isn't used for a single purpose, but appears in finance for volatility. That doesn't sound right. That, that doesn't sound right. I understand there's math in finance, yes, but using the square root of something does not make sense. Like study a moving average or something like that. I don't know, but the square root, no. On building things is spending money on lawsuits. Anthropic literally bought books and burned them. What? Bought books, stored them in their database, burned them so that their database was the only one that had that information. That Anthropic. My bad. They didn't buy those books. I forgot they didn't buy those books. What is VS? They did? Why? War for what? I think Visual Studio is Microsoft, so like they use Copilot, and Copilot is OpenAI. Personal use? This is the real company that is using money just for lawsuits and fines and stuff like that. This is the real one. How can they justify that? Not as like morally or whatever, but like reasoning wise. For personal use? 2,400. What? All right. Doesn't want to. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Going to? I mean, they're kind of already making money from it. Cause like, okay, here's where my brain goes. They're one, they're already doing it. Two, they're already making money from it. Because here's where my brain goes. They do not have it on their platforms, yes. Well, they're not supposed to. But like they don't have it on their platforms, right? But if they generate enough of it on other platforms or media like places, it is consumed by people. But those people also use meta platforms. So they can like have their hands clean and be like, we don't have it on our platforms, blah 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 blah. But the same people that use their platforms go on there to one stalk people, two I don't even know what the appropriate word for it is, but they use like Instagram to look at people already with their minds like on what they saw on another platform. So yes, they're still making money off of it. Yes. It's actually kind of genius. Can Grok generate videos now? And there's like a different Grok. Like Nvidia is licensing out Grok's stuff. Yeah, that is kind of concerning. But I used to know what Grok with a Q did, but now I don't anymore. It is concerning because like I'll see AI generated videos and images and stuff like that, and people on the internet, I don't know if it's bots or not, but like they're in the comments and they act as if it's not AI and it's obviously AI, and I don't think people can really tell the difference anymore. They're in the AI space, but I kind of forgot about what they did. They're licensed. Wait, Nvidia's they're licensing out what though? Is this kind of like another ARM deal? I thought they were just licensed, like a $20 billion licensing agreement, not acquiring them. I thought the acquisition was misinformation. Oh, what? They went up that much? Download it. Oh, and license. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Hmm. And I don't understand the gravity of. I think this is just $2 billion wasted, in my opinion. That's just me though. Whoa. Chinese ChatGPT. But they're no longer operating in China. They're operating in Singapore now. I don't understand what the play is. I really don't. I mean, data, yes, but other than that, I don't get it. And I don't think that many people use Manus like that. Manus is basically like Mistral, like their Mistral. Where's the? Did I scroll past it? Where's the Meta one? The heck? Oh, they use no, they don't have their own models. Uh-uh. They're they're not using open AIs. It's and it's not Anthropic. Whoever made Quinn. And what was the other one that was like open source and was basically like a copy of ChatGPT earlier in 2025, like early 2025. They did it for like half or a percentage of the cost. I forgot what it was. DeepSeek, I think it was. Well, with them buying this, it's no longer operating in China anymore. And Manus, before they got bought out by Meta, apparently they were in talks to be acquired by Alibaba. So I think it just may be a global AI how can I say it? They're just trying to do their part for America to take away power in the AI space from China. They did that already. They shut down services and operations and services in China. They did that already. That's what I really think it is. They're just trying to take AI power from China. But $2 billion worth of it? Crazy. True. True. Which is why I don't think this is a good deal. I think, and what I read, that was part of it. I think. True. And besides, the TikTok thing is more of an Oracle thing now. So, do with that information what you will. Instructions. I'm thinking about how you said BRB, but like, are you okay? They only raised that much? Wow. Well, I'll say only, but wow. They're still probably propped up. They they say raised 75 million, but I'm pretty sure they got funding from whatever government was had interest in them at that time. That may or may not have been documented. Thank you. Leaving Vercel. Uh, I don't know. I kind of got nothing accomplished today, and now I'm tired. So I mean, it was fine. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about what's going on here. But I'll be back tomorrow. Who's gonna buy them? They're not selling. What? It's like perplexity getting bought. It's not gonna happen. If Anthropic bought Vercel, what time do you work? Times do you work? I'll keep in mind that you're on Eastern. PA is Eastern, right? 7 to 4. Oh yeah, I'll be streaming whenever you're not at work. Yeah, uh, and I'll be more consistent this year. I'm serious. Before the holiday break, I was serious or I was consistent. You got to give me credit for that. Come on. But like I was consistent before the break. And then the break happened and like I actually took a break. But I'm back now. I promise. Please believe me. You know what? Let my actions show you that I'm serious. Just give me a chance. Please. I'm sorry, I have to go play with my cat. So tomorrow after I wake up after work, we will be streaming. Honestly, like he just said BRB and missed the entire stream. I don't know what's going on. All right. All right, man. All right. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm chilling. I'm chilling today. Peace.